came down. It's on the floor.
No, but look, it came down in that gap. And that gap, if it would have hit it right, it would have came through and hit everyone in the head.
Alright guys, welcome back to Cherezian Racing. I'm your host Ryan. My hillbilly pit crew Eric is going to be getting here a little bit later today when he gets off work. He's doing a half day so we can go racing. But we're going to race Antioch Speedway tonight. It's going to be $1,000 to win at the Tri-State Pro Stocks. Despite how this car looks right now, it will be on the track in one piece. I just got to do a couple things in the rear, that's why I don't want to put the body back on. But if you guys didn't see the last video, basically what we did was we got the car back on scales. We got it much more neutral as far as the setup goes. We really kind of went back to the basics on the scaling, and we got a new set of shocks on the car. We're doing a whole new shock package. Shocks done by Ryland Racing, Brian Zachary over there. So we're gonna really, hopefully, have a good night, and hope this car gets a lot faster with the new shocks and just having a neutral setup on it. Hopefully I can drive it a little more easy and stuff. So that's the plan. If you guys haven't been with us before, we do things quite a bit different than all the other race teams out there on YouTube. We race basically a super stock, but we call it the super truck here, or a pro stock around Northern California area. So we're gonna hit it, and I'm gonna get this thing just kind of squared up real quick. I'm gonna reset the bar angles and stuff back here and just make sure the rear end's square to the car. Okay, so in case you guys are wondering how I check the squareness of my rear end, I got a homemade plumb bob kit I made out of an old shoelace and a old nut. And basically what I do is I just wrap it around the back of the axle, let it dangle down there. And then once it's stopped moving around and it's straight, I go ahead and take a tape measure and measure from the string to this plate right here. Right here. And I already have a measurement from this plate all the way to the front ball joint Zerk fitting down here. So I take the lower ball joint. I don't know if you guys can see it down here, but I take the lower ball joint and the Zerk fitting right there. I take a tape measure from there all the way back to that plate, and I know exactly what the distance is on each side, and then that's just kind of like a predetermined measurement I have. And then when I use the plumb bob back here, obviously I can find the squareness of the rear end and I can adjust it as needed with the swedge tube or whatever. So that's what I'm gonna do right now. Got the car, about to load up the trailer right now. Got the truck bed loaded down. Got a couple ice cold beers in there. Ready to go. She's a film girl.
I'm the film girl.
Okay. Your girlfriend thought it was high. He looks high, doesn't he?
Okay, see, I asked.
Wait, you gotta get a. Okay, so you need to check out my hillbilly picture here. Check out his finger.
Yes. I asked him, I was like, are you high? It's fingered. No.
You almost cut it off at work.
Yeah. 3 stitches later and a whole lot of anesthetic. I still can't feel my finger almost 24 hours later.
Sorry.
So he's just gonna be crew chiefing tonight and pointing out saying, do this, do that.
Yeah, he's gonna tell me what to do. I even wore brown.
All right guys, so got the car loaded up. Had to do a little last minute fuel up. Didn't really feel like bringing 10 gallons to the track, so had Livy and Dad go pick up 10 gallons of 91. About to hit the road, kick up some mud.
All right.
Oh, hey guys, how you doing?
Oh wait, let's go. Let's go this way.
All right, so we got freaking watch out for that thing.
I'm sure.
We got the film girl here, Olivia. Anyways, we just got to the track a little while ago. There's 16 cars tonight, so Looks like we're gonna have some good competition out there. Anyways, I'm gonna go ahead and hook this up to the car so I can get some in-car video, and we'll see in a little bit.
Hey, I would say I've seen some of your videos, pretty good. I like it. Yeah, I like them, Richard. I've seen you stalking them.
All right, guys, just went out for mud packing. Track, it looks real dry, so I'm not sure if they're gonna water it again or what, but it's real dry in the back stretch, and the front stretch is a little muddy. Got my cousin Mikey here. He brought the goods, so I forgot my adapter here. I was gonna tighten up my lower ball joints, and I needed a 3/4 inch to 1/2 inch adapter. So we ran home real quick and got the goods. Also brought some beef jerky, so looking forward to try that out. Is it steak or is it duck?
Steak. It's eye of round. So
sounds good.
6 hours smoked.
All right, Eric is taping up the nose real quick so we don't get any mud in there, or what little mud's on the track. I'm gonna hook you guys on the camera right here in the car. If you guys ask me why I drive with one hand, I swear to God I'm gonna lose my shit. You guys need to check out the description in the video, because I described pretty well there. I just feel more comfortable driving one-handed. Anyways, the seat is nice and tight. Here we go, in the car. Extension.
Okay, wait, I don't like the lighting.
Oh, now you're gonna put the light in my eyes. I gotcha. Okay, so I just went out for hot laps. And we only did like maybe 3 or 4 laps. Didn't get a whole lot of laps in to really feel what the car does. It's definitely a lot looser off the corner, and it rotates a lot better mid corner. But I'm kind of losing traction and forward bite because I took a little bit of lead off the rear. So I'm gonna do something real quick and just go out there and get some more laps and see how it feels. I'm not comfortable with it yet, so we'll see how the heat race goes.
Yay! Took his whole bumper off. It flew all the way up there, and that little, and I know, that almost like hit a bunch of people.
It came down, it's on the floor.
No, but look, it came down in that gap. And that gap, if it would have hit it right, it would have came through and hit everyone in the head.
let you run?
No, I gotta get it back on. Gotta find somebody to welder. Mike, you bring your welder?
You raised it?
No, I have to put it back on. You said.
We'll go ask Tiny if you know.
How? How?
There's like nothing wrong with it.
If I find a welder, I gotta disconnect all this electrical shit or I'll fry it.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I've been there before. I fried the MSD box and stuff and the distributor, so I'm pulling it off and hopefully can find a generator and a welder to weld this baby back in because they said they won't let us run the main without the rear bumper.
Mike, to the rescue!
What's that?
I said you're to the rescue.
Hopefully. I have to go get the bottle for it though. 110 or 220? 110 I think. It's a 110. Need a wire brush, a welder, and a generator.
Oh! Yay!
Over there.
I can run this. Just a second.
Yeah, that's what we need. Yeah,
Thank you!
Give me a second.
I don't think we're getting power here. That's what I'm thinking too. You know where to go? No?
Right, grab a spot.
What, to that trailer? Yeah, you know where the bathrooms are, right? Yeah.
Far end of the bathroom building.
On the outside. I can't even like it. What's up? The
Go to the
generator's not
bathroom.
big enough.
Generator's not big enough.
Go to the bathroom? Yeah, yeah. Like, the septic is on the end of the bathroom. Ryland has a
Hey, you got an extension
mask.
cord?
I'm gonna go over there and get it.
Hey, do you have an extension
Wait,
cord?
no.
Can you get your hand?
Yeah, I closed it up.
All right.
I just ran. I don't do that often.
That's why you come to the pits.
Yeah,
you
so
see all
you
the
see
cool
this
shit,
kind of
the
stuff,
cool
I
shit.
know.
Like, making it happen. Gotta get a car back.
Did you see it?
That's the one that went
That's
flying.
the one that went flying.
Oh,
I know.
shit. That was right at it. We were right there.
You guys
yeah.
were right there?
We were right there.
Yeah, no, that's
And
scary.
we lost it in the sun, so we were just like,
You're like,
the old
if
man
it
in front of
hits
me-
us, it hits
The old man in front of me just ducked. I was like, you lose that in the sun? He goes, yeah, I had no clue where that thing was going. I was like, you look up and it was just got flying.
Yeah. All right. What's going on?
What's going on is Hillbilly Eric here is trying to somewhat put my
Wire weld for the second time.
What? Oh yeah, wire weld again. He had a lot of prex on Thursday, but he's trying to put my bumper back on.
Wire up.
The lights are flickering. He said, I don't want to die if I don't have to.
That's what jack stands are for. Jack stand, jackpot. Oh yeah, that guy was loose. Yep. Well, broke a tie rod, so I had a spare bent one. I just put it on there to get down on the damn trailer.
Okay.
Didn't have a real good night.
No.
So we loosened up the car, which is good, but then the track went really dry and I didn't really know it. And so going into turn 3, just spun out, lost my talon, and got clobbered by a guy running like, I don't know, like 10th or something. So see how it goes next time. I think we need to find a happy medium right in the middle. We're like, you know, too loose now. Got to just be right in the middle where we were last time. We were too tight. So car's pretty tore up, but good thing we didn't put new body on it.
I was just saying that.
Yep. Got to put a new Nerf bar in it, but it looks like everything else is okay. The new shock held up, so that's a good thing. All right, guys, so I didn't really get a recap of the race last night, the aftermath and everything, because my camera died. But I'm here Sunday morning watching the NASCAR race, and I really don't feel too bad about spinning out last night after watching everybody spinning out at Martinsville right now. Just Keselowski just spun, Kurt Busch is spinning. So anyways, I got the car here. I'll let you guys see what it looks like in the daylight. It looks pretty dang bad, but getting a good kind of look underneath the car, it don't look like it's too much besides just a little bit of cosmetics and Nerf bar and that tie rod end. I got to get this thing up on jack stand still. We totally demolished the rim. This thing came and slammed into the lower control arm and smacked it up pretty good there. And then when the guy hit me, he got it on the outside too. He's still got some of his numbers here, that green number. So basically, just kind of recapping the main, what happened was the car was way too loose. And I made a bonehead move. I just ended up spinning out. I wasn't too familiar with how the car is gonna react coming into turn 3 like that, especially with it all dry. Anyways, I just spun out, made a bonehead move, and the guy who actually hit me spun out the lap before and caused the yellow, and then he was in the back, and for some reason he just didn't see the wreck or whatever, just plowed right into us. We would have been okay, but it's my fault for spinning out. Should have been in that situation to begin with. But anyways, it's a long night. We really freaking kind of had a problem with that bumper situation, because obviously you guys saw heat race, yellow came out, the guy didn't see it, ran right in the back of us and knocked the bumper off. And then we started scrambling, looking for a welder. And actually the hardest thing to find, which when I was scrambling around the pits, I asked about 6 different teams for, was a welding mask. Because people had welders, but nobody had a welding mask. So anyways, I just want to thank everybody out there last night helping out. My dad, Livia, Mikey, Eric, and then my neighbor guy that you guys have seen a couple times in our video, Mike Walko, who came and just was helping out. He wasn't racing because he didn't have his car done yet, but he made a big impact last night finding the welder, and then he's the electrical guy at the track too, so he knew where we can go towards the bathroom and plug in there, and we got it kind of working. Kept on tripping the breaker, but got to say a big thanks to Eric, because he knocked it out of the park welding this thing up. He had never really wire welded before, besides this little Miller we have here last Thursday night, so he was just kind of like winging it. And even with one finger that has a bunch of tendons cutting it and not working too well, he was able to get it done. So just gotta say thank you to everybody out there helping us out last night to get us back on the track. But that being said, you know, we were worried about the bumper so much, and it took us so long to get the bumper back on the car and stuff that we didn't really get to make enough changes. We didn't look at the track, and I had no idea it had gone that dry. We only had like a couple more events between our heat race and the main. And one of those events was the dwarf cars, who really don't burp the track too much, but I don't know what happened. It just went so dry in 3 and 4, and then on the bottom of 1 and 2 as well. So I just wasn't too comfortable with the car. I didn't know how the car was going to react. And yeah, it's still pretty dang loose even off the gas. So we're going to have to go ahead and get this thing put back together. And you know, we have a practice session coming up before our next race. So I'm going to try to make that. I'm just going to try to put this thing back together somewhat and just make some more laps. I don't want to really tune on the car anymore. I think a lot of this problem that I'm having with the loose race car is driver, because I'm used to driving such a tight car. I think a lot of it, I'm going to have to learn how to drive the car better, and I think I'll be able to get the car faster with it a little more free. So appreciate y'all watching, and you know, we're going to get this thing, like I said, back together in the next video, so you guys stay tuned to watch it. And thank you all for supporting us out there in this hillbilly way we do racing, dirt track racing out there, bumping out broken, baby. We'll see you next time, guys.